Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm Blitz5 and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Reno Jackson Warlock deck. So a lot of versions of this deck are circulating around the internet right now, so I figured I would show you guys mine because I've had some moderate success with it. Right now I'm level 11 in Hearthstone and I plan to get at least a level 9, 8, or 7 in the next couple days or so because I've had a lot of success with this deck. I'm going to run through my version of this Warlock deck. I'll link or list all of the cards that are in this deck in the description box below, and then I'll also try to put this image of all the cards while I'm playing the game, but it's kind of long here so I don't know if I'll be able to fit all of them in. With this deck, one of the main things is you don't want any duplicates. I tried to put in a couple duplicates and see if I could navigate around it. Obviously for Reno Jackson to work, you can't have any duplicates currently in your hand, or in your deck I mean. But I thought maybe if I put in 2 Hellfires, if I use one early on, that it wouldn't implicate using Reno Jackson. But it turned out that when playing a lot of face hunters or really fast tempo decks, that a lot of times you're going to want to mulligan for Reno Jackson off the bat so you can kind of survive that initial onslaught, and then having a Hellfire in the back of your deck that you can't get out, or maybe both those Hellfires just didn't come up, kind of screws yourself, and then you can't play Reno Jackson on turn 6. Normally you wouldn't plan to play Reno that early. Usually you save him for the late game, but in some cases to beat a face hunter you play Reno Jackson, then you put down some taunts, and then you can kind of outlast them. A lot of times they just quit because they don't have the firepower to take down that much health and taunts, etc, etc, etc. So what makes this deck really unique and awesome to play, but unfortunately a little bit long, are some of the cards here, like Ancient Brewmaster. A lot of times around turn 9 or 10, maybe earlier if you've done played Emperor Thaurissan, you can actually play Reno Jackson and then Ancient Brewmaster him back. So a lot of times you'll see some people get upset. I've actually comboed this with some Ysera cards here. There's a card that Ysera gives you that returns a minion back, and you can play Reno Jackson 2, 3, or 4 times if you keep getting this card to return your minions back. And another frustrating combo with this deck that's in the late game would be with Faceless Manipulator. I've Faceless Manipulated Ragnaros to get 2 Ragnaroses on the board and then you 16 damage their face. You can make another Ysera, return 1 to your hand, or keep 2 out on the board and keep getting cards like deal 5 damage to all characters but Ysera, or return this minion back to your hand. I've collected multiple of those and then just kept playing Reno Jackson and survived some of the longest games I've ever played. And then on the other hand, you have a lot of damage in here from Loatheb, Emperor Thaurissan, Mountain Giant, which you can play early on, that can win you a game before you have to get to this. But right now in the meta, there's a lot of Control Priest, Control Warrior decks that are making these games go on and on and on. And I've also been playing a lot of Warlocks that the games have been going on for a long time as well. So a lot of these decks are really basic, just some things that I'm going to comment on that I've done like custom to my deck. And that is, well, everyone puts Dark Peddler in their deck, but I just want to show how important that is because sometimes the Warlock doesn't have a great turn 3. You don't want to play Big Game Hunter. Maybe you don't want to play Shadowbolt and you don't have Imp Gang in your hand. So having Dark Peddler gives you a 1-cost card that you can play on turn 3 in combination with Dark Peddler, or you could draw a card and then play that 1-cost card if you play Dark Peddler on turn 2. So this is huge. Most people run this as their deck, but I just want to express the importance of this. Some custom things that I've done is add VoidWalker and Annoyo Tron because you really need some early cards. And to me, I just found my weakness was getting rushed really fast without Reno Jackson if you don't mulligan him and you're getting rushed. So having VoidWalker and Annoyo Tron can kind of extend that until you get him. A lot of Warlock decks are based around countering, so you want to pick how much you want to counter and how important that is to you depending on the meta. So like I have Kezan Mystic, I have an Owl, which is basic, the acidic swamp ooze. But if you don't want to counter a weapon, or you don't think you're going to be playing a lot of people with secrets, then you could take this out and switch them. But right now with the metas, these are really great cards. And then obviously a lot of these are staples. Azure Drake for card draw. Faceless Manipulator is really great because of what I mentioned before. And you can also Faceless Manipulate the enemy card and then Siphon it. Siphon Soul is huge. Ysera and Mountain Giant are like debatable cards, but what I've noticed is when a game goes on really long, I'll try to get the enemy to use their clear on Ragnaros or maybe the Mountain Giant, and then at the end of the game, I'll play Ysera, and then I keep getting cards into my hand, so I get extra card draw. So Ysera is like the last card to me that you want to play unless you're in a really tough spot, because it will keep putting cards in your hand. You might still get some fatigue points against you, like start dying from fatigue, but at least you'll have more cards to play, and they'll run out. And Ysera is just such a strong card because of that. And the only weakness is if it gets cleared, really, because it's got 4 damage, so it can't get cleared from the priest as easy. It doesn't do a lot of damage face by itself, but the cards it generates are just so good, and having it in gold is obviously pretty sweet as well. So that's the deck. I'd love to help you guys. If you have any questions or comments, you can watch me stream at twitch.tv/blitz5 and friends. I'm playing this deck a lot right now. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some highlights of this deck from some games I played. These are like 3 or 4 games in a row that I played, but I'm going to cut them up so they're not as long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and Blitz5, I'm out. Peace. I don't want this guy to get duplicate. That's what I'm worried about. I fucking hate playing against mages. So annoying. It's bloody annoying. You hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? It's a bit annoying. Wouldn't you say it's a bit annoying when they play secrets? It's a bit annoying, huh? Hey. I guess I could have imagined that wasn't a duplicate. This guy doesn't seem to be playing. Bruh, seriously? It's incredibly rude. It's incredibly rude. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's incredibly rude. So I'm gonna fucking steal your bloody secret because I think it's just incredibly what you just did to me. I think it's incredibly rude. Oh, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. It's incredibly rude. That's rude. That's straight up rude. Oh, I should have. I'm not enjoying this one bit. Yeah? I'm not enjoying this matchup I'm having. I kind of screwed myself because I was worried about the duplicate. I kind of screwed myself. Alright. I could deal. I could deal with this. I gotta play this. Well, I can get the maximum benefit for it. I'm down. That works for me. He already used a flame strike, so I'm gonna hope that he doesn't have a flame strike here. Not much we could do about that one. Oh, that's smart. That actually saves me some time. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Did I steal your legendary card, mate? I'm sorry, mate. Did I steal your legendary? My apologies. Did I steal your legendary? More apologies, mate. Or didn't mean to do that. Or did I? So fuck this bloody pig. I'm gonna sacrifice this 6 damage. And I'm going in. I'm going in. Right? Is that what I want to do? 6 here. Put out the powered shredder. I want this guy to burn his. D. I knew it was a dude. Oh, it's it? It's not duplicate? I can handle that. I'm just gonna kill Ysera though, unfortunately. Dude. That sucks. Sorry, mate. Don't kill Ysera. Just leave him. Just leave Ysera. Just go face. You'll get him next round. Yo, dude, you'll get him next round. Oh wow, fireball. Okay. Okay. Bruh. My shield of August. At least I get some damage. I think that's an annoying 1-5 he has to go through too.
The light does not discriminate.
Oh wow. Stole my secret back. That's pretty surprising that he's running that. It's pretty interesting to me. Even with Ice Watt, this guy quit.
I dream and the world trembles.
I have no time for games.
I shall bring you rest.
We're gonna be rich. I'll put it on you.
I shall bring you rest.
Sorry, mate.
This guy's toast. beast in my sight. We're gonna be rich.
I shall
Ah. Oh, fuck. Like, I'm not gonna kill this guy with 4 damage on the board. It's just not gonna happen.
The spirits be restless.
Alright, dude. Alright, that makes things a little difficult for me.
Let us see if it works.
Major key. I hope this works. I hope this works, man. I hope this works. It's my only chance. If he isn't home, I'm fucked.
Let me change your mind.
Wow, okay.
I shall bring you rest.
Fuck it, I'm gonna keep both the Yseras out. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Oh my god. This game, dude. Oh crap. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. He has 21 effective health. I'm about to run this up. Alright, he has 21 effective health. I have 8 damage a turn, so that would take me 3 turns to kill him. But, 21 effective health. I have 8 right now. I might get those, deal 5 damage to anyone but Ysera. I'll play the Emerald Drake here, which is susceptible to a light bomb. Oh, he quit. Wow. I'm surprised he quit. These games are just so crazy, man.